And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here. A moment now to check out some numbers for Dean Wade.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. And for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Wade in at the 3 spot. And some top-tier basketball here tonight, Clark. Both of these teams riding a hot streak.
Yeah, I think this might be a bit of a litmus test game, Kevin, in some ways. Put that confidence of a winning streak from both of these teams to the test a little bit here.
Count that one for Mobley.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Now, here's Siakam. Bounce pass, Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. From the stripe, Halliburton, no good. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Warriors. No good on that one. Good D by Siakam. And it's the Pacers ball. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, we need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Throw good, Mathurin.
Pretty easy to get excited about Benedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
They throw good, Garland. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Both free throws good from Garland. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Mobley outside. Looking for Allen and gets it there. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Now, here's Siakam. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. And here's Wade. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Down low, Allen. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. With some arc, Allen with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. A three-pointer, no good. Pacers trail by 3. Poke loose. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Cavaliers making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, outside Mathurin. Turner with a screen on LeVert. Mathurin for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Mathurin's got 6.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Allen outside. LeVert against Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Sinks the triple.
What a response by Mitchell. He takes those 3 points right back.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. George Niang, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Pacers also with a sub. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Pass to Garland. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in blocked shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who've played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smits, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Mitchell wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 6 points.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
McConnell passes to Shepard. To the middle, and stolen by Mobley. To the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's McConnell after the made shot from Evan Mobley. 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 4. Jared Allen is out there with George Niang. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Walker's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Jerome. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Allen, that's good.
I see you, Jared. I see you expanding your game, broadening the horizons. Nice looking shot there, big fella.
Pass to Halliburton. Bryant, a screen on Strus. Indiana again missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Niang. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. For the Cavaliers, Dean Wade comes in for George Niang. And it's Garland in for Max Strus. Then for the Pacers, Turner comes in for Bryant. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Turner dishes to Toppin. And Dean Wade gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And the first one at the line is good.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Wade from outside. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Wade outside. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got his first bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shot clock at 6. Garland against Halliburton. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Outside Garland. Wade sets the pick for Garland. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Garland. Wade's got his first points in this one.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Halliburton, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Wade, a screen on Walker. LeVert from outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. Indiana also making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. 1:49 left in the first half. Siakam passes to McConnell. Mathurin with the ball. Turner with the screen for Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Mitchell. Turner for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that range of Turner continues to expand and grow. You got to realize he has the touch to score from way outside.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. For 3, Mitchell. Pacers with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Fades away. Siakam misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
For the 3. And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. You know, we got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
I think for Cleveland, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass the cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
On the court for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
On the wing, Mathurin. Covered by Mitchell. Halliburton looking around. Cavaliers with the rebound. Wade outside. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Cavaliers fourth.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Pacers trail by 9. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
A moment to check out Darius Garland here.
The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 12th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Halliburton against Garland. Here's the teardrop. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Man, I love watching Turner pull up for the jumper. Always helps to have a bigger guy who can shoot the ball.
Wade, a screen on Halliburton. And it's sent back by Turner. Siakam against Mobley. Over in the corner, Turner. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Pass to Wade. Allen with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. Allen, that's good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And he drops it in from the low post. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is. Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
LeVert's checked in for Wade. The Pacers also with a sub. Walker's checked in for Benedict Mathurin.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Garland, that's for 2. Siakam pulls it in. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 11-point game. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell outside. Misses the 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Clock at 4. Over Mitchell. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana. Mitchell outside. From the line. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
Halliburton a screen on Mitchell. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. And no good that time.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Mitchell passes to Garland. Inside shot. That one drops for him. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now, here's Mitchell. Nembhard covering. Shots good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game. Here's Halliburton. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. And when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. The putback. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
It's stolen by Wade. And so it's Cleveland, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guarding movement, but if we dribble, they got one situation to play. It's too easy. All right? Come on.
So more ball movement, Greg. That's what they're looking for.
Absolutely. When you over-dribble, you really do bail the defense out. The more you move the ball, the more it tires out the defense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got George Niang. He's out there with Karis LeVert. Wade out there with Darius Garland. And it's Jerome in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Aston Niang. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Free throw good, Niang. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Pacers trail by 21. McConnell with it. Pass to Shepard. Johnson with a screen on LeVert. Here's Shepard. The 10-footer finds the target. Shepard's got his first points of the game. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Jerome. Screen by Niang. And he makes the first. And Cleveland making a change here. Thor's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Johnson. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Shepard. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And another miss by Cleveland. Pacers trail by 19. Back to Halliburton. Inside, Toppin. And it's Wade with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. To Thor. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The shot's good.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And some changes here for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Garland, no good. Pacers trail by 17. Now, Nembhard. Back to Siakam. Out to Turner. The three. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Garland. Over Siakam. Garland, no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now, here is Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep, and the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Garland against Halliburton. The end of the route, and Allen slams it in.
You know, because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
Oh, Turner in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Tremendous display of chemistry and connectedness by Turner with his teammates. All they have to do is lob it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
And the shot goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
They set the screen. Ben.
Tried. The D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Wade outside. Mobley outside. Wade sets the pick for Mobley. Back to Wade. Mobley finds Wade. And that one drops for him. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Pacers.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Donovan Mitchell.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. For 3, Siakam drains the three-pointer. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first one falls.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10 wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
And Mitchell drops them both. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Down by 15. Lets the three fly. And the Pacers another three. Here's Mitchell. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
That's good by Mitchell.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.